I'm J.M. Hirsch, food editor for the Associated Press, and we are in the test kitchen of the AP with our baker, Allison Labman. And you are going to talk to us about a whole wheat gingerbread pumpkin bread, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to start with 2 cups of white whole wheat flour.
White whole wheat flour. Now, what is the difference between white whole wheat flour and the cardboard stuff that I buy at the natural food store?
It's softer and tastes almost just like regular white flour.
Okay.
And we're going to add the other dry ingredients.
The other dry ingredients. Okay, so we have
Cinnamon.
cinnamon. Okay.
1 teaspoon.
Teaspoon of cinnamon. And we have, it smells like ginger.
Ginger.
Okay.
1/4 teaspoon.
Okay. That doesn't smell like anything.
That's baking soda.
Oh.
That's going to make our bread rise.
Oh, but it's dry. Okay. And this.
1 teaspoon of that.
1 teaspoon of that. This also doesn't smell like anything.
That's salt.
That's
A
salt.
1/2 teaspoon of salt. Salt just makes everything taste better.
I have to agree with you. Okay. And we have our.
That's dark brown sugar, but sugar actually acts as a liquid in baking goods. So we have our spices, our salt, our baking soda, and our flour. Just whisk them together so that you don't have any lumps of anything in your batter.
Okay. All right, so we've got our dry ingredients minus the dry brown sugar. Okay.
Moist brown sugar.
Moist brown sugar, yes, of course.
Step 1 is done.
Step 1 is done. Step 2, what do we need?
Bigger bowl.
Bigger bowl. All right, and what do we put in bigger bowl?
Let's do the brown sugar.
Brown sugar. Dark brown sugar.
Dark brown sugar.
What is the difference between dark and light?
More molasses.
More molasses. Okay, so that means more moisture.
Yep.
Even though it's
darker flavor.
even though it's dry. Okay.
Moist.
Okay, I'll dump that in for you.
Thank you. 1 1/3 cup.
1 1/3 cup. Okay, what else do we need?
I need 1/3 cup of oil.
Okay. We are using canola oil.
Canola oil or vegetable oil are just fine. They're
Okay.
colorless and flavorless. And low in saturated fat.
All right, and we want colorless and flavorless because we don't want to taint the other ingredients in this recipe.
And we don't want green cake.
Green cake bad. Green cake from olive oil.
Yes.
Okay.
Next up, we need pumpkin puree.
Pumpkin puree. Not pumpkin pie.
Not the same thing at all. That's got
Okay.
other stuff in it.
Okay, so if I look at the ingredient label, it should say nothing but pumpkin.
Correct.
Okay.
You want a 15-ounce can, which is your standard can. And we need fresh ginger. This is
Fresh
optional ingredient, but it adds a lot of pop. And the last of our dry ingredients is 1 egg. Then you're going to mix these ingredients together. So squish any lumps that you might have out of there so it's a
Okay.
nice homogeneous liquid.
Okay.
Then you're going to add 1/2 of your dry ingredients to the bowl.
Okay.
This is really just so that you don't have any splashes and you don't have to worry about the liquid getting everywhere. So you add your second amount of dry ingredients and finish mixing it together. You pour it right into the pan.
All right.
So just spread it out into your pan
Okay.
so that you have an even top and you don't want your corners neglected. Then into the oven.
So about an hour later, we have our quick pumpkin gingerbread, which actually only took us, what, about 5-10 minutes to put together and then just toss it in the oven and walk away for an hour. So it actually is pretty quick. So let's cut into this.
All right.
And again, this is, you know, a healthier treat. There's actually very little fat. There's what, 1/3 cup of oil to the entire loaf. There's 1 egg, and that's about it. A can of pumpkin, which is a fat-free, high-fiber vegetable. And that is a monster slice. So I'm just going to dig it. Excuse me.
And it's still steaming.
Wow. Okay. Now this is a treat that the kids will love. And you can feel healthy about.